Hey, Sarah. You busy right now? We need to talk.
I just finished a meeting. What's up?
Yeah, can you take a break? It's really important.
Should I be worried? Did something happen at work?
No, not work exactly. I need you to stay calm when you hear this.
Mike, you're scaring me. Is everyone okay? Your parents?
Everyone's fine. It's about us.
Us? Why so serious? Oh, BTW, I'm heading home early. I just left the office. I'm planning to have dinner ready around 8. Was thinking of making that pasta you like.
Maybe we'll hold off on dinner plans. I'll come home, but now let me tell you something first. It's important.
You're really worrying me now. Just tell me what's going on.
I've been meaning to tell you something for a while now. I've been having an affair.
What? Wait, what did you just say?
I'm so sorry. I really am. What I did was awful, but it wasn't serious. I just got carried away.
Are you serious right now? If this is a joke, it's not funny. Please tell me you're joking.
It's true. I wish I could say it wasn't.
How long? When did this start?
A few months.
A few months? All this time. So that's why you've been coming home late lately. Yeah. Is that why you stopped wanting to go on our Friday dates?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Were you with her when you said you were working late? All those times I made dinner and it got cold. All those times I waited up worried.
Sarah, please. Well, I know I messed up.
Why? Why tell me now? I've been worried sick thinking maybe I wasn't keeping up with housework or wasn't attractive enough anymore. I even started going to the gym more because I thought maybe...
You're perfect the way you are. This isn't about you.
Don't tell me I'm perfect right after telling me you cheated. How can you say that?
I know, I'm sorry. Well, I'm handling this all wrong.
I almost wish you'd kept it a secret forever. I didn't want to know. I was happier not knowing.
I wasn't planning to tell you, but Ashley's husband is going to send a legal notice soon, so I wanted you to hear it from me first.
Wait, the other woman is married too? Right. Who is she? Wait, do I know her?
Ashley from work. My coworker.
Ashley? Are you kidding me? We've gone on double dates with them. We had them over for dinner last month. Oh, God. I served her dinner in our home.
I'm so sorry, but Ashley and I just got caught up in the moment. It wasn't planned.
Got caught up? For months? How many moments exactly did you get caught up in?
It's not like that. We didn't mean to hurt no one.
But you did. You hurt me. You hurt her husband. How could you do this to us?
I know I can't take it back, but I want to make things right.
Make things right? How exactly do you plan to do that? You can't undo this.
I'll do anything. Whatever you need. I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you. Please don't give up on me.
I can't deal with this right now. My head isn't straight. I feel sick. All those times you were texting and smiling at your phone. Was that her?
Sarah, please, can we talk about this in person?
No. Don't come home for a while. I can't even look at you right now.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't care. Go to a hotel. Go to Ashley's for all I care. Just don't come here.
I know this sounds crazy, but I really do love you. You're my wife. We can work through this.
Stop. I don't want to hear it. Please just stop talking. I'm too angry right now. Did you love me when you were with her? Did you think about me at all?
Of course I thought about you. I felt terrible.
Terrible enough to stop? Or just terrible enough to keep lying?
I wanted to tell you, I just didn't know how.
But Ashley's husband forced your hand. That's the only reason you're telling me. If he hadn't found out, you'd still be lying.
That's not fair.
Fair? You want to talk about fair? Was it fair to me when you were sneaking around with her?
I made a mistake, a huge mistake, but a marriage means everything to me.
Clearly not everything. Not enough to stay faithful. Not enough to be honest.
Can we please talk about this face to face? I hate doing this over text.
I said no. I need space. I need time to think.
How much time?
I don't know. Days? Weeks, maybe? I don't know anything right now.
I understand. Please, just don't make any permanent decisions yet. Please don't give up on us.
Believe there are still faithful men out there. Oh, sweetie, my, aren't you romantic? Such innocent thinking. But don't you think Mike's affair was somewhat inevitable, given the circumstances? What circumstances? Why would you say that? Well, let's be honest here. You're not exactly a beauty queen, and you're not very charming either. You work full-time, so the house probably isn't kept up well. When's the last time you made him a proper breakfast? I can't believe what I'm hearing. So you're saying I deserved to be cheated on because I have a job? I'm not saying that exactly. Just that the person being cheated on usually shares some blame. A man strays when he's not getting what he needs at home. You understand what I mean? No, I really don't. I see. Look, dear, I've been married much longer than you. Come on, isn't it time you forgave him? He's obviously sorry. He's barely eaten since he got here. This isn't something I can just easily forgive. I received the evidence with the legal notice. What Mike did was absolutely disgusting. The things he said about me. Oh, please. Men say all sorts of things. You can't take it personally. So you're really going through with the divorce? It's only been a few days since I found out, so I can't say for certain. But yes, divorce is definitely on the table. I don't see how I can trust him again. Trust? You'd really make my Mike a divorcee? Over something so small? Do you know what people will say? Small? If that happens, it's because of Mike's actions. I'm not to blame here. He's the one who broke our vows. Vows. Divorce over a little affair? That's so dramatic. Can't you give him another chance? You're so narrow-minded. This is why I told Mike he married too young. What does age have to do with this? Would you forgive your husband if he did the same to you? Would you be this understanding? Of course I would. It's just one mistake. That's what marriage is about. Working through these things. Is that right? I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the perspective. Very enlightening. That's more like it. Being a good wife means learning to put up with things. You'll understand when you're older, more mature. I work full-time. I cook, I clean, I do everything I can. And even if I were a housewife, I don't think tolerating cheating makes anyone a good wife. The way you're... See, this is exactly the problem. You're always so argumentative, always so defensive. No wonder Mike wanted comfort from someone gentler, someone who understands men better. Then maybe he should just divorce me, since I'm such a terrible wife. Now don't be childish. Marriage isn't that simple. You work through these struggles together. Maybe you're just not ready to be a real wife, not mature enough to handle marriage. You're quite the role model, aren't you? Teaching your son it's okay to cheat? Obviously. How many years do you think I've been a wife? You're just a little girl compared to me. You don't know the first thing about being married. Anyway, don't even think about divorcing.
responsibility. Look, I know the affair was wrong, but it wasn't serious. These things happen sometimes. In a long marriage, sometimes mistakes happen.
Stop right there. Don't act like this is normal. Don't try to normalize cheating.
You're not listening. Actually, my dad's been having an affair too. So maybe it runs in the family. Maybe it's genetic or something.
What? Are you seriously trying to blame genetics?
It's hard to believe, but it's been going on forever. Since I was in high school. And they're still together.
How do you know? About your dad?
I happened to see him going into his girlfriend's house. But see, Mom and Dad are doing fine. They worked through it.
Did they work through it? Or does your mom not know?
Well, that's not the point. The point is marriages can survive these things.
So I should forgive you too, because your dad's a cheater?
That's not what I meant. Like, even celebrities have affairs, and people laugh about it later. It's like character building or something. Makes the relationship stronger.
Are you listening to yourself? Don't compare me to those people. Every marriage is different. Some people can forgive, others can't. And what exactly did this build for you? Was cheating necessary for your job? For your personal growth?
Okay, maybe that was a bad example, but like, back in the day, men had mistresses and stuff. It was normal. History and stuff. Kings had multiple wives.
What century are you living in? Stop making excuses. We're not living in medieval times. This is 2025.
I just don't want to divorce you, Sarah. We can work on this. Go to counseling, maybe.
Why not? Why don't you want a divorce? Affairs can lead to lawsuits and divorce. Didn't you think about those risks before starting the relationship? Or did you think you'd never get caught?
Nobody thinks about that stuff. I was planning to take it to my grave, and you even said you wished I'd kept it secret. That means you think affairs are okay if they're secret, right? Like you understand that affairs just happen sometimes. People make mistakes.
Are you serious? What are you talking about? When I said I wish you'd kept it a secret, I meant I wish I never had to know about it, because once I knew, it was over. Sorry if that came across wrong. But your interpretation is completely wrong. You really thought I meant keep cheating but don't tell me?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But I really am reflecting on what I did. It all started when I was just trying to comfort Ashley because things weren't good with her husband. She was going through a rough time.
Stop. I don't want to hear about your relationship drama. All that matters is that you and Ashley had an affair. I don't need to hear your love story.
It's not a love story. Come on. What do I have to do for you to forgive me? You're the only one who really supports me. You've always been there for me.
Not anymore. Just give up already. I don't love you anymore. Accept the consequences of your actions. Be an adult for once.
You can't mean that. Love can't disappear in just a week and a half. We've been together for 5 years, counting when we dated. That means something.
I saw the evidence. Your messages with her. You two were trash-talking me and Ashley's husband. You told her you felt nothing for me anymore, laughing about how I'm becoming an old lady, how I nag too much. You even complained to her about our sex life. I felt so worthless reading that. I can't live with someone who can say things like that so casually about their own wife. I'm not rushing. This is the result of careful consideration. I've thought about nothing else for days. You're not thinking clearly. Being divorced makes people think there's something wrong with you. Especially at your age. You'll be damaged goods. Well, in Mike's case, there actually is something wrong. He's a cheater, and I won't stay married to a cheater. Listen here. You are not going to ruin my son's life. He has a career to think about. If his position at work suffers because of this, it's your fault. All because you couldn't keep this private. Are you serious? That's not true. Please don't complicate things. Mike and Ashley are the ones who had the affair. I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, divorce is not happening. I won't allow it. This family doesn't do divorce. Your permission isn't needed. I'm not asking for your blessing. If this drags on, we'll just go through mediation. The courts don't need your approval either. You ungrateful girl. You realize people will gossip about a messy divorce, right? Is that what you want? Men having affairs is just part of life. Stop making such a fuss. You're being hysterical. Of course you'd say that, since your husband does it too. I really admire how you can just look the other way, but I can't do that. I'm not that strong. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean my husband does it too? Watch your mouth. You know, your husband's affair. He's been at it for years, and you're so amazing for handling it. Longtime housewives really are different. So wise and understanding. Wait, what is this? I don't know anything about this. What are you saying? Oh? You didn't know? Mike told me his dad's had a mistress since Mike was in high school. Oh no, I thought you knew. Since you were so pro-affair, I assumed you must have known, and were just being very mature about it. You're lying. My husband would never. How dare you make up stories about my marriage? I understand you want to believe that, but you know how he's always late on Fridays? That's because he's at his girlfriend's place. I thought that's why you were so understanding about affairs. Do you have proof? You better have proof, making accusations like...
That's not cool. Exposing someone's secret like that is low. You did it just to hurt her.
Well, your dad's the one having the affair. Don't blame the messenger. I just assumed she knew since she's so understanding about affairs.
Maybe, but what's Mom gonna do now? You know how crazy she can get. She's already grabbed Dad's golf clubs.
Then you should have stopped her. You're worried about her now?
How could I? You know how self-centered and hysterical she gets. She wouldn't listen to anything I said. She's already called all her friends.
True. She's always been horrible to me, too. Guess she can't take her own advice.
Then why would you do this? You knew how she'd react.
Because she said that stupid thing about affairs being what men do. But looks like she really didn't believe that after all. Funny how her tune changed when it was her marriage.
This is the worst. My parents' marriage falling apart over an affair now. You kidding me? Haven't we had enough drama?
Well, who knows? Your mom said men's affairs should be forgiven, so maybe she'll get over it. She's a mature wife, after all. That's what she told me.
No way. We kept it from her because we knew she'd go nuclear. You saw how she treats the neighbors who got divorced. She's gonna make this everyone's problem.
Just so you know, cheaters are the ones in the wrong. If someone's attractive enough to have an affair with, you should divorce first. At least be honest about it.
But it wasn't that serious. Why does everyone have to make such a big deal?
Then you shouldn't have cheated. You and your dad are both half-hearted cowards. Too scared to leave, too weak to be faithful.
At least I didn't let it drag on for years like that. I came clean.
Only because Ashley's husband found out. You would have if Ashley's husband hadn't found out. Don't act like you're better than your dad.
It wasn't even a year. Dad's been doing this for decades.
You kept the affair going until you got caught. That's the only difference.
Less than a year. Stop comparing me to him.
Stop making excuses. I'm sick of getting hurt by your fun and games. I feel nothing for you anymore. It's all your fault. That's why I'm divorcing you. And now your mom knows exactly how it feels.
You're being cruel. You didn't have to destroy my parents' marriage, though.
I didn't destroy anything. The truth did that. Your father did that. Just like you destroyed ours.
Yeah, it's different. They've been married for 30 years. You had no right.
Oh, so long marriages deserve more respect? Is that why you had an affair after only 5 years? Because our marriage wasn't worth protecting yet?
That's not what I meant. You're twisting everything I say.
No, I'm finally seeing everything clearly. For the first time in our marriage, I see you for who you really are. Since it was a workplace affair that included inappropriate behavior during work hours, it was reported to their company. Ashley's husband took action, and from what I heard later, they were both transferred to different departments. Ashley couldn't handle the rumors and quit, moving back to her hometown. Her marriage also ended in divorce. If Mike and Ashley continue their relationship now, that's their business. However, they both lost so much that their relationships naturally fizzled out. As for Linda, she ended up causing a scene at the mistress's house that required police intervention. So much for her preaching to me. She turned out to be the most dramatic of all. I doubt she'll ever say affairs are just what men do again. I heard she and her husband are now talking divorce as well, so the drama isn't over yet. I've moved back in with my parents and am looking for a full-time position since I quit my part-time job. The settlement money means I can take my time finding the right company. While Mike's affair was devastating, Linda's usual mean treatment actually helped me get through it. My anger at her kept me going. While I can't forgive her insulting comments, she's a victim too in a way. Between her husband's affair and her anger at Mike, I'm secretly hoping she makes both men pay for what they've done.
Hey, can you hurry up and bring that car around? We are all still waiting for you outside, and we don't have all day to be doing this. I'm sorry for the wait, but right now I'm getting myself ready to go. I didn't think all of you would be outside the house waiting for me to come get you already. Huh? You've only just started getting yourself ready right now? What does that mean? Did you end up sleeping in or something like that? Seriously? I cannot believe you do something like that on a day like today. I spent all this time and money getting everything set up for the family, and this is how you're going to treat it? Well, it's just that I was told we'd be leaving at 9 a.m. today. Huh? Are you trying to say that it's my fault that you're running late right now to pick us up? We're going on vacation, and you think we'd want to leave at 9? That's way too late. The plan was for us to all leave here at 8 a.m. And that's because we'll have a plane to catch soon, and I don't want us to be late. But it's all because of you now that our plans are going to be pushed back for the day, and we might not even make it in time for this plane. Gosh dang it! I'll hurry myself up and get all my things ready to go. Just give me like 10 more minutes and I'll be right down there with the car. Well, it doesn't matter now. We'll take the car now and go ahead of you to the airport. You really are a useless woman, aren't you, Sarah? You're like a middle schooler at this point, not even waking up in time for any of the morning plans we've set. But I made sure to check with you all again and again about the time, and you always told me that the plan was to leave at 9 a.m. today, so you can't just expect me to know all about this being at 8 a.m. when you were telling me 9 a.m. I never said anything like that to you, and even if I did say that time, 9 a.m. is far too late for us, and you should have known we'd want to leave sooner. Don't tell me that you stayed up really late again last night drawing pictures again. Then tell me why you didn't wake me up sooner if you thought I'd accidentally sleep in. Huh? Are you seriously still in middle school or something? You're going to start blaming us for not waking you up this morning now? Someone who would have to start using that as an excuse is totally lame, and I can't stop laughing about it. But you came into my room this morning and took a coat from out of my room, right? I wanted to know what was going on that early in the morning, but you never said anything to me. And so what that I came and took a coat from there? It's cold at this time of morning, and since we are out here waiting for you, I thought I'd borrow it. So you just chose not to wake me up then when you saw me still sleeping there? All just so you could blame me now for something that is literally not my fault? It's weird of you to not wake me up when you were getting that coat out of the room and you saw me there. I seriously don't understand that mentality you have. You're really getting annoying. If you really have all this time to just sit on your phone pointing your finger at me, then you should be using that time to get ready. We're going to head out ahead of you now since you're late. If you're late to the plane, then we're going to leave you here, all right? All right then.
Hey, do you think you'll make it here in time?
I'm in a taxi right now heading to the airport, so I think I'll be there in time to board the plane with you guys. If not, can you tell the gate agent to just hold on a little longer for me to get there? At the very latest, I'll be ready to get on like 10 minutes before they plan to close the doors.
Jesus, I'm pissed at you right now for not being awake with the rest of us, so you'd better get your butt here on time. Sleeping in for 2 hours like that was completely stupid of you, you know that? We had all been planning on this vacation for weeks, and you decide today was the best day to get that beauty sleep?
And I was told by your sister that we'd be leaving the house at 9 a.m. today. And this morning, when she came into the room, she didn't even bother to wake me up when she saw me still sleeping. She did that just so she could make me the blame for all this. I'm telling you, this is all just another time where she's messing with me too much.
What? No matter how hard you try to make her look bad, she'd never do anything like that to you. I'm sure that to just the average person, Andrea can seem like a little much, but she's not a jerk. Are you sure you're not just overthinking things?
It's not just that she looks a little much to some people. She's actually acting like a crazy person at times when around me. Have you not seen the way she's been treating me for a while now, Brody?
Andrea just happens to be a little strict is all. She has no plans to make you feel bad about yourself or anything like that, I promise. She just happens to be a bit much for people, and it takes getting used to that kind of awkwardness from her. You can understand that, right?
Her awkwardness? She's not awkward about any of the things she does to me. If she was in some way just a little bit odd about things, I'd understand that, but she will literally tell me to my face at times that what her and your mom are doing is on purpose. I guess she really is winning this fight to make me look like I'm the bad guy here, when all you can say is she's a little awkward and strict.
It's over with now. Now stop groveling about it and get on with life.
You think I'm groveling now? I have no idea why you're saying that about your own wife. Why am I the one paying off the loan for this house when everyone in the house is just going to look down on me and blame me for everything she does? It's not just your sister, Brody, but your mom who loves to pick on me and make me feel insignificant too.
I'm sorry about that. She just happens to choose the wrong wording at times. But listen, both my sister and my mom don't know a thing about you paying off that loan on the house for us. I bet if they knew about it, they'd never treat you the way you think they are.
Well then, I'm going to tell those two that I am the one paying for this house. I've had enough of those two constantly picking on me like I'm nothing to this family of yours.
No, hold on a second there. I'm asking you to please keep that a secret for me. Right now, they all believe that this house was bought by me and is being paid for by me as well. I don't want to disappoint either of those two by saying you're the one who's been paying for the place. You should understand where I'm coming from, right?
Then why did you bring up that point about them treating me horribly because they don't know? Like, I should tell them if I don't want to be treated poorly? Do you have any idea what's going on here? You want me to stay quiet about that now because you don't want to be made fun of by them, all at the cost of having me be picked on? I can't believe you, Brody. Why can't you just live with the fact that you're not the one making enough to buy a house? Who cares if they get disappointed in you for learning about that?
You've got it all wrong. If I told them that I lost my job and I'm not working right now, there'd be hell to pay. And you already know yourself that those two can be rude and mean about things like that, right? The way things are right now are the best for me. So please don't say a thing about the house's loan, all right?
You really only seem to care about how you feel and nobody else now, huh? Don't you freaking forget that I could tell them the truth at any point, okay? And then you'd be in the doghouse way more often than I'm forced to be in it. this vacation is just for the family now, so you're not a part of it anymore. You aren't related to us by blood, right? So you're just a complete stranger then. None of us want some stranger on this family vacation with us.
Wait, hold it right there. If that was going to be the case, then why did you not tell me about this before getting on the plane with all of you?
Oh, who was the one that slept in this morning and came to the airport late with us?
Yeah, but when I got on the plane with all of you, we sat right next to one another. Why are you only telling me things like this right now? You're just going to leave me by myself now in a place I have no idea about?
Well, the whole time we were on that plane, all you did was draw pictures and crap, right? That's totally embarrassing for me. You're not a 5-year-old anymore, right? So I didn't want anyone on the plane seeing me talk to someone like you. They might have thought I was your helper or something, right? Also, it doesn't matter if I told you or not about this, because I never reserved a room for you. So there's no way of you trying to come after us to the hotel.
So, from the start, you've been planning on doing something as horrific as this to me?
Well, of course I have been, because I was only in charge of planning the family vacation. That's no reason for me to have to worry about you being a part of it, even if you're married to Brody.
Why do you have to take things this far to show me that you hate me?
I don't hate you, Harlow. It's just that I only think of you as a complete stranger. And it's not only that you're just some stranger, but you're a freaking parasite, too.
A parasite? I'm the parasite?
Well, I'm not wrong, am I? You're not even working a job of your own right now, and that's why you had to come to that new house with my brother. He was even the one to buy the house, so you've really done nothing and gained all sorts of things from him, haven't you? The only thing I think I've seen you do is the chores, but even then, you suck at them. So to me, you're nothing more than a slimy parasite.
I am working a job right now, though. A full-time job at that. I just happen to work from home a lot of the time. But that doesn't mean that I'm not earning enough money to take care of myself.
Is that so? Sitting there on your laptop all day doing nothing? Such hard work you're doing. Then why don't you go back?
That wasn't any of Brody's doing, I'm afraid. I was the one paying for the house, and my name was on that house since I started paying off the loan on it. So naturally, I had the right to sell that place to whoever, whenever I wanted.
Wait, then how the hell were you paying $3,000 a month for the place? There's no way you could pay that much when you barely work.
I am a freelance illustrator. And about a year and a half ago, I won an amazing award for my work. Ever since being given that award, I've been asked to do loads of work for many companies, and that's what led to me being able to afford such things.
Is that right? So is that why you always wasted all your time drawing pictures like a 5-year-old? And wait, the fact that there are already other people living in this house after you only just sold it is way too fast, right?
And that's why I said to you that for a long time now, this has all been in the talks between my friends and I. While you were planning out that trip for the family, I thought that timing would be the perfect chance to get the house sold. There wouldn't be any of you losers in the way, and I could get the house over to them while moving all our stuff out. And thankfully, my friends were huge helpers doing all this, from buying the house to helping us all move out in time for them to move in before you all got home.
So you're telling me that you had planned this all out, even before you knew about the vacation?
Well, I just assumed that since it was a family vacation, you wouldn't invite me to come along with you all. But had you wanted me to actually come along, then I'd just fake being sick or something just before so that I could stay home. However, I never expected you to take things one step further by making a plan to not even have a hotel room for me, and to just leave me at that airport.
Why would you take things this far?
That's because you and your family are all just horrible and toxic people, and I could not take living with you all anymore. And I thought the best way to give you all a taste of your own medicine would be by selling the house while you were all gone, and then leaving you guys.
What the hell? No matter how you look at it, what you've done has gone way too far.
I wanted for this to be way over the top, because that's what all you idiots deserve. After all, I'm just giving you guys a taste of what you've done to me, right?
Then what happened to all our things? Where is all our furniture and things?
And I was just getting to that. I rented out a storage unit and put all your things in there. I plan to give that all back to you guys when you're ready to go get it. But you should know that a lot of that furniture was stuff I bought, so it's coming with me.
Tell me then. Why did my brother lie to us about being the one to buy the house and everything all by himself? Everything you've said to me thus far has been all over the place, and I can't accept any of it. This has to be a stupid prank by him, right?
Stop trying to avoid the reality of your situation, Lila. I'm sure if you just put your mind to it, you could think up the reason for why Brody lied to you. He's a big baby and is afraid of either one of you getting mad at him. That brat is actually unemployed at the moment. Are you surprised by that?
Huh?
Not only could he not afford the house, but he couldn't even pay for the electricity or gas to the place, or even his own food. Right when he was trying to show off to your mom by saying he'd give her a new house, he was fired by his job. He didn't want to tell either of you about it, so he made me buy that place.
No way! That right there is obviously a lie. If that were really the case, that would mean he's been without a job for over 6 months now, right?
And he has been without a job for over 6 months. Go ahead and ask him yourself to hear about it. He's the #1 parasite in your family, by the way.
What the hell is going on?
What are you trying to do now, Lila? Breaking and entering isn't a very light crime, you know? That house is no longer your guys' place to live, so just accept that.
Shut the frick up! That place is our house whether anyone likes it or not. I'm not going to just accept my house being sold in a week and not having a place to live.
If you don't really like being kicked out of that house, then maybe you can think about how I never really liked being kicked out of the family vacation last minute.
I was never doing any of that to you out of hate, though. It's just that you and I didn't get along very often, and you're not my type.
Even Brody said something like that to me, about how your personality is just a little awkward, and how you can be strict at times.
That's right. We totally got rid of Brody and kicked him out of the family. We told him we don't want a man in our family that makes his wife work and pay for the whole house, and that's why he's gone now. He doesn't have a job or any money right now, so he's probably on the street somewhere begging. How's that? You should be a little happy to hear about something like that happening to him, right?
When you say I should be happy about something like that, what do you mean?
Well, look, we got rid of the problem for you, so now we don't have to fight like this anymore, right? We need your help now. We're going to have to go to court now for breaking and entering into that house.
Things are not over for you both just yet, though, even if my husband has met his end. I need to make sure you both get a taste of hell before I feel happy about what I've had to go through.
Wait a second. If my mom and I don't have somewhere to live, then what are we going to do? And if we have to pay fines and settlements now as well, then I can't even imagine what will happen then.
Perfect! This is what I want to see from you and your mom. The two of you crying for help from me or anyone else, but never getting it in the end. You actually think I'll help the two of you out now after everything?
You're a demon. How much further do you plan to rot? Right now, my mom and I are having to live in a homeless shelter. We barely have the money to pay for anything, so please, do you not feel sorry for any of this?
Your family are the only ones who have rotted to the core, and I don't feel sorry for a second of this top-notch entertainment I'm getting from you. Now tell me, Layla, why did you hate me so much that you even took me on a trip where you planned to leave me with no hotel room? Story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Don't you ever come back to my house again, you moneyless high school dropout! I will never let someone of your likes marry my brother, ever!
Hold on there, Ruth. Hitting me and then tossing me out of the house like that? And now you're calling me a moneyless high school dropout? Why do I have to be the one treated like this by you?
I had to do all of that in order for you to understand what part of society you're really a part of. And you will not be allowed to marry my brother, who graduated top of the class at Harvard as a dropout. I really have no clue how you were able to fool him into wanting to marry you in the first place, but I'm not as simple-minded. You are a lowlife, so you go find one of your own kind to marry.
Lowlife? I get that people like to judge others a lot based on their education, but I've never ran into anyone as horribly judgmental as you.
I'm sure you only ever wanted to be with my brother because he's going to be bringing in lots of money, right? You don't actually have an ounce of love in you for him, right? Well, I'm not letting some witch like you have my brother.
Are you freaking kidding me? I love Stephen with all my heart, and I've been wanting to marry him for such a long time. That's the whole reason why today your parents asked for me to come over so we could talk more about the wedding and everything. But to think that his little sister would be the one out of all Stephen's family to slap me and then force me out of the house. I cannot believe what's happened.
I'm so sorry, Molly. I not only graduated from Harvard myself, but I was also top of my club in boxing, so I didn't think that that small slap would be so powerful towards your weak little body. Well, I promise that from now on, I'll be a little bit nicer with my swings.
Yo, you're calling me the weak one?
Yes, I am. Not only are you a lowlife, but you don't even realize how weak you are physically. You only tried marrying my brother so that you could get to his money and nothing else, right? He made it out of Harvard top of his class, so not only is he extremely cool, but he's working for a very well-known and large company. But man, I'm so surprised that he's already being taken advantage of by a loser like you, who only wants to trick him for his money.
I told you already that I want him because of my love for him. Calling me a lowlife and a weakling, though, that's not okay. I get that I dropped out of high school, but that does not give you any right to treat me like I'm garbage.
Well, let me just say that a high school dropout with no money is the same thing as a cockroach in this world, so I'm going to start calling you that instead now. I'm sure your family never had any money for you, so there was no hope of you getting into any college, right? That's why you just gave up and dropped out. So you should just go find someone your own class and marry them instead. All you're doing by coming after my brother is ruining his image as a successful young man.
This is getting nowhere with you. You're just going to keep calling me horrible things based off me never graduating high school. And now you're even calling me society's cockroach. That's probably why you're just like society's gorilla, throwing hands without even bothering to understand the situation first. You are the worst of the worst.
Huh? You have no right talking to me like that, you cockroach. You lowlifes all need to shut the hell up. You and the rest of your kind need to stop thinking that you can marry people like my brother.
I'm withdrawing my offer to you.
Huh?
I'm not going to let someone as violent and explosive as you come work with me. The way you smacked me without even talking to me first just goes to show you don't care about anyone besides yourself. Did you know that I could tell the police right now about what you did to me and they'd be all over you? I might just do that. And since you'll have the police on you, I can't have you working with me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell are you talking about having that offer withdrawn?
Ruth, you are pretty much done with school now and have been looking for work, right? You happen to send in a resume to Green World Limited asking to come work, right?
You must have heard about that from my brother. Well, that's exactly right. I'm one of the best students from my class at Harvard, and I have been given an offer already by Green World to go work for them really soon.
And did you know that I'm also working at Green World? And since I'm working in the HR department, I'll most likely be the one responsible for hiring you.
Excuse me?
I'm sure you totally forgot about the conversation you had with me before because you were so happy to finally find a company that would offer a job to you, right? I forgot about you a little bit as well, until today when I first saw your face at your house.
You're lying, right? There's no way in hell a dropout like you is working for a company as large as that.
If you're having a hard time believing me, then go take a look at the offer I sent to you before, and you'll see my name on it signed at the bottom. That should have already arrived for you, so you can have a look yourself and see the proof.
What?
I feel bad that I'm already having to withdraw that offer from you, but in exchange for that, I won't be calling the police. But having heard you call me a cockroach a couple times now, it makes me wonder if you've looked in the mirror lately. You might want to take a look at yourself as well after this, because you will have just lost all your pride.
Huh?
Well, I guess you are still that violent gorilla, and unlike you, I'm just your average adult that knows how to act in situations like these. So be happy that I've been kind enough not to want to have the police involved. Now, good day to you, Ruth.
Hello. Long time no see, right? How's your head doing after a month has passed since I smacked it? Perhaps it's still a little bit swollen?
Oh my, expected I'd be hearing from you again, Ruth. Does this mean you're finally coming to apologize to me?
Huh? Why would I ever do that? There's no reason for me to apologize to a cockroach. I mean, I was totally in the right hitting you in the head like I did.
What?
Thinking you could marry my brother when you never made it out of high school? You deserved a good hit to your head, so I'm not apologizing to you for anything.
You had the job offer that you bragged so much about canceled, and yet you're still acting like this? Then tell me why the heck you've come to talk to me today.
I've come to teach you once again what kind of low-life scum you really are. I'm already pissed that someone with no education like you wants to marry my brother. But not only have you tried to do that, but now you've stolen my offer for that job at Green World. There's no way a company like that has any use for you, as all you are is a waste of their payroll. Yet you think you're everything to them there, and can do whatever you want to a Harvard graduate like me. So I've come back once again to teach you just how low of a cockroach you really are, Molly.
I just want to get this part straightened out a little. Both Steven and your parents have been really upset with you, right? You had that job offer withdrawn from you, and they had to tell you just how pissed they've been. However, even after all of that, you still haven't learned to play nice.
So far, no matter what I've said to my family, they don't seem to catch a hint. They're all from amazing schools, yet have zero common sense. I mean, my brother was taken advantage of by you, and my parents may be smart, but I guess they never made it out of an Ivy League school like me. I've started to learn that none of them understand just how amazing of a daughter and sister I really am to all of them.
Oh.
That's why I'm going to be using far more smart and superior people from now on. With these new people in my life, they'll be able to see just how amazing of a woman I am and will brag about having me around. And then they'll help me get rid of you. I'm going to get that job offer back from Green World and will take your place. So if you're wondering who these people are, they happen to be your higher-ups within that company, including the CEO.
You're talking with the CEO?
Those like me who have degrees from Ivy League colleges can do anything they put their mind to. And not only that, they can get the help of anyone, including CEOs of large companies like Green World. That's why today I went to your company, and I went in front of your CEO and all the other managers and told them how upset I was that a high school dropout like you withdrew my job offer.
You're lying, right? You went all the way to the CEO about this?
And of course, the CEO understood my plea. He listened to everything I had to complain about and told me he'd handle it all as soon as possible. I knew someone like the CEO would be able to understand a Harvard grad like me. And soon, I'll be allowed to work for the company in your place and help bring this company to the next level.
Ruth, you really cause a lot of problems for everyone around you, don't you?
Maybe I'm just too good for all you lowlifes, and that's why you're all left with problems.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to be fired now because of me. This is what happens when a dropout like you thinks they can fight back. Your life is over now. I can't wait for you to see it, you cockroach.
You're the one that's about to see the end.
Huh?
You said you went and cried to the CEO, right? And you told him about how a high school dropout like me withdrew that job offer?
Yeah, I made sure to explain all my complaints to them. I told them all about how someone like you is just a cockroach to this world and that you're ruining their company, and then explained that they're better off getting rid of you since it's not a great thing for them to have you on their payroll. And then I ended my talks with them by saying they are best off firing you and not even giving you a package in the process.
Well, that cockroach you keep talking to them about happens to also be a part of this company's leadership. Did you know that?
Huh?
The CEO of Green World happens to be the same as me and was also a high school dropout. He happens to know a whole lot about the world of business, but due to family issues, had to end his public schooling in high school and leave. I can't believe you'd go in front of someone like him and start saying such things about people like us.
Are you sure?
I'm actually really jealous that he was able to become the CEO of this company without even having to graduate from a university or anything, and many other people are jealous of that as well. But my jealousy has faded ever since he brought me up to his level and made me the HR department leader for the company. I wasn't able to get here overnight though, as I had to prove to him that someone with the same past as him could also work hard, which I did. And after he saw that I was built for this company, he brought me up to his level, allowing me to now work alongside him. He's even told me that I'm a very serious worker, and he wants someone like me to rely on when need be. He really seems to have a liking for people like me, and that's why a lot of management within this company are people like us who have had issues in the past with schooling, but are serious and knowledgeable workers.
What?
And I think he agrees with my choice of withdrawing your job offer. And I mean, even if you did start to work here, you'd never last. Well, let's be real. It's going to be hard for you to work anywhere in this world. The only thing you'll be able to pass to get an interview anywhere is the company's preliminary hiring process because of your education. But after that, they'll see your behavior and immediately get rid of your resume.
You're lying. Do you think other companies are going to do the same thing to me like yours has?
They sure will. I'm pretty sure other companies are already learning about how horrible things turned out for you after what you did here. You made a fool of yourself, even in front of the CEO, and he's going to make sure everyone knows about that. You really did it to yourself this time, Ruth.
That's... I didn't know anything about him not graduating high school. Why should I have known that? What company would have a CEO who never graduated from a proper college?
You graduated from Harvard and that's your excuse for acting like that? I guess we'll just have to see what the CEO does about this now. Actually, you're better off looking for a new company to hire you right now before he starts spreading the news about you.
What should I do, Molly? I just got a letter in the mail from the CEO. He just told me that he's not going to give me another job offer and has asked that I stay away from his company for good. He's pretty much just ruined every chance I had of getting into that company.
I'm glad to see that even he agrees with me on my decision to withdraw your job offer. I guess you've finally gotten a good taste of reality.
And not just that, though. He even called Harvard and talked with them about me. He talked with the president of the school and said it's strange that someone like me would be willing to force my way into his office and complain to him, and to use that as another explanation for why he will not be hiring me anymore. Now that the president of Harvard knows about what's happened, they've told me they no longer want to give me my diploma when I graduate.
Oh my! They're not letting you graduate now. Well, I guess there's no point in even trying to find any other company to employ you. If you're not able to graduate, then no company will bother with you.
But, what should I do? There's no way this is happening to me. This is all because of you, so do something about it.
What? You think this is my fault?
Well, it's freaking is. It's all because of you withdrawing the job offer in the first place that everything's gone downhill. If you had never even bothered to try getting my brother to marry you, then you would have never had to come to my house talking about marriage.
Oh, come on now. If you hadn't hit me in the face like that, then none of this would have had to happen. Nobody's forgotten about how violent and messed up you are, Ruth.
But that was just my body responding to thinking you were a threat.
Then be upset with that body of yours that thinks it's okay to hit other people like that. Hey, you are my body! Talk with your body like that, and maybe it'll stop acting on its own.
Wait! Can you please think of a way to help me get out of this mess?
I don't give a crap about you and your mess. To be honest, I think you deserve all that's happening to you right now.
Stop messing around. Why do you think I deserve to be treated like this? Now that you've done this to me, I'm going to make sure you and Steven can never be a couple.
What?
As long as you're with him, my life is going to be hell. So if I allow you both to get married to one another, then my life will literally be ruined. I'll never be able to do anything with my life because things like this will just keep happening. So I'm going to end you two right now.
What?
You get the hell away from him right now, you plague! All you plan to do is marry Steven and become a parasite to him, right? You might have a job now, but the moment you get a ring on him, you'll quit your job and feed off all his hard work. You'll be a part of his life forever, and will never have to work another day in your life while you force him to work to death.
I'm the one planning to leave my job. And what's so bad about her being married to me?
Wait, is this you, Steven?
I was watching Molly as she sat there looking at her phone in distress. And when I came over to have a look at why she'd be looking that way, I saw that you're once again talking to her about your BS.
But listen to me, Steven. Why are you planning on leaving your job? You finally found a job at such a nice company and you're going to quit now?
Yep, I spoke with Molly about it and that's what we've decided on. With the amount of money she brings in, there's no need for me to be working as well. And to be open about her skills, she may be a great worker, but she sucks at cooking and cleaning. That's why I'll be the one doing all the housework for her.
No way. That's not possible, Steven. A man that graduated from Harvard going and becoming a house husband? That's a waste of your abilities.
Doing chores like cleaning and cooking is pretty rough work, and I think it'll be a fun challenge to take on. Also, I'll be at home most of the day so I can do anything I please. I'll even be able to learn a ton of new things while at home, which is perfect since I love to study.
What?
Actually, I really want to study about a bunch of other things now, but I've had to work all week and never had time to. However, now that Molly said she'll handle working, I'll be able to finally get to work studying. After all, she loves watching me spend my days studying about all sorts of surprising things. Recently, I've even gotten into studying about micro-ecosystems and have started a small garden within the house to help me understand them better.
That's...
But I'm sure you'll start to view me as the parasite now, huh? What you just said a little bit ago really hurt my feelings, Ruth.
No, that was...
You don't have to worry about how I choose to live anymore, but if you're gonna start complaining about it like that, then the only choice I have now is distancing myself from you. So once we've had our wedding, I don't want you around us anymore. Whether it's Molly or myself, we don't want you near us.
What? That means you want to cut ties to me, right?
Well, yeah. I don't want to see you anymore while you're acting like a jerk. To be honest, I've been planning on cutting ties to you for a while now.
Now just wait a minute, Steven.
Good luck with your life as an unemployed and uneducated lowlife. Hopefully next year you'll be able to graduate from Harvard.
Later that day, Ruth got a call from her parents. They told her bluntly that they wouldn't be paying for another year at Harvard. No long explanation, no drawn-out conversation, just a simple, matter-of-fact statement. They'd done enough, they said. If she wanted to keep going, she'd have to figure it out herself. That one call hit her like a freight train. The silence on her end said more than any words could have. Her pride took a major hit, but more than that, her entire image of herself began to crack. For someone like Ruth, who had spent years thinking she was destined for greatness, that news was earth-shattering. After that, she started scrambling. She tried to look for part-time jobs, telling anyone who would listen that she was a smart cookie and that picking up simple work would be no problem for someone like her. But her pride never really let her adjust. Every job she got, she'd find some way to make herself miserable. She didn't like the uniforms, she didn't like the hours, and she definitely didn't like working alongside people she considered beneath her. She once even told a coworker that she felt contaminated being surrounded by non-Harvard types. Not surprisingly, word got around and she was let go from more than one position because of her attitude. The longer this went on, the more bitter she became. Instead of swallowing her pride and just doing what she needed to do, she kept bouncing from one job to the next, never staying long. She didn't want to work in fast food. She didn't want to be a barista. Retail made her feel invisible, and answering phones for customer service made her cry in the bathroom. She was chasing a lifestyle she couldn't afford, while turning her nose up at the only options available to her. Eventually, she gave up entirely and left school. She returned home, moving back into her parents' house, claiming it was temporary and just until she could calibrate her goals. But days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. She stopped going out. She stopped trying. She started spending almost all her time in her room, curtains closed, door locked. She would only come out late at night for food or to shower. Her parents didn't know what to do with her, and frankly, neither did she. Social media became her only real connection to the outside world. She scrolled endlessly through Instagram and LinkedIn, watching all her former classmates living the lives she used to dream about. Graduating, landing impressive jobs, traveling, getting published, working in tech or law or finance. Some of them were already moving into their own apartments in cities like New York or San Francisco. Some were getting engaged. Others were building startups. They looked confident, fulfilled. Everything Ruth had once believed was guaranteed for her just because she went to Harvard was now out of reach. And the worst part, nobody seemed to be waiting for her to catch up. Each post she saw felt like a slap in the face. At first, she reacted with anger. She'd mutter things like, "Must be nice when your daddy pays your rent," or "She only got that job because she's pretty." But over time, even that bitterness gave way to something more hollow: sadness, isolation, regret. She began to realize that no one was thinking about her. She wasn't being talked about. She wasn't being missed. She was being forgotten. And that hurt more than anything. She grew quieter, less combative. Her online presence, once full of snark and sarcasm, faded. She started posting less, watching more, liking silently. She became a ghost of the confident, driven person she once pretended to be. And no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't figure out how to step back into the light. Pride had kept her from doing the jobs she needed to survive, and now that same pride was keeping her stuck in a loop of shame. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.